2024. Welcome to the 2024 edition of Franklin Delano Roosevelt's Fireside Chats. I'm going to talk about Project 2025 today, and we are live, so I'm not going to have any additional presentation for you. I have been reading and skimming over a lot of this because honestly, I knew just from the title what it was going to say. I suspected very strongly, and I was right. Everything in here is exactly what I thought it would be. And this on top of reports from our news stations about what this contains. I have looked at it myself, and I have verified its contents for myself. I'm not impressed. It is an absurd document. I can't even take it seriously. This is a conspiracy to overthrow our government. It is a conspiracy to violate the rights of the people, to violate the Constitution, to strip all of us of our freedoms. It especially violates the insurrection clause of the 14th Amendment. This is conspiracy to commit insurrection. I have read some disturbing terms in this document. One of those terms is abortion tourism. Our states supposedly are engaging in abortion tourism, according to this document. And I can tell you that that is not what they are doing. They are protecting the rights of our childbearing population. Okay? It is their duty, and it is the state's rights to see to it that doctors fulfill their hypocritical oath to do no harm and to save as many lives as possible. The Supreme Court overturning Roe v. Wade actually violates doctors' Hippocratic oath. I'm not sure if everybody realizes that or not, but it does. And I'm pretty sure doctors realize it as well. Ugh. The states know that the Supreme Court has overstepped their bounds. And so the states that still allow abortions, you go, definitely. Take care of our people. You're protecting our childbearing population. You're protecting the population of our nation by allowing abortions. Okay, on to, I've been reading some of the changes they would make to veterans all around, not just from their status, but the assistance that they can receive and whatnot. All of this it's amazingly disturbing. And if you vote for Donald Trump, you're voting for this because a lot of this he has actually already said. And so many of us have already observed this. It's reported in the news. And there's plenty of evidence of it. You know, Donald Trump has tried to distance himself from this document. And in case anybody's wondering, I got my computer right in front of me. However, Donald Trump is guilty by association regardless, because the people that came up with this are previous members of his administration. They worked directly alongside him. They are taking his words and using them in this document. So regardless of how you look at it, he is associated with this document, and voting for him is voting for this document. I cannot say that I agree with anything that I've read so far. and I probably will not as I finish the document. I am encouraging everyone to think about this and consider this when you're voting. Voting for Donald Trump is voting for this. My Project 2025 would look much different. And in fact, it is. It's called my National Recovery Plan Act. And it takes care of all of us. From the poorest communities and the lowest of incomes to the very rich. It takes care of all of us. It ensures that our businesses are able to thrive. Not necessarily that every business will be able to thrive, but it will put people on a path to success, to truly be able to make it in our nation. Because that's really the American dream, is just to make it. To say, yeah, I did this with my life. It all, I wish I had time to explain everything, but it does, my National Recovery Act does one thing that should have been done whenever our banking system failed. Instead of giving money to the banks, why did the government not give that money to the people who support the banks? The people who deposit the money into the banks, like myself and your average American. By giving the people this money to deposit into the bank to use in the economy, they're actually saving the bank. They're keeping that economy, that particular portion of the economy flowing, and doing so by keeping everything circular, from the very poorest of us to the very richest of us. It is a flow. It's an economic flow on the financial spectrum. This also, it also helps our agriculture sector, provides more funding to our agriculture sector, ensures that our workers in the agriculture sector are treated right. They're treated fairly. They are not in bad conditions, putting it mildly. They're actually able to do the job without having to succumb to heat exhaustion and other ailments like that. And that itself is going to greatly help our agriculture sector. We'll be able to harvest our crops better, have more ripe fruit, be able to take that and make more of a profit off of it. My National Recovery Plan also includes things like hiring members of our communities that have been hit by disaster, such as most recently down in our southern coast, where hurricanes and tornadoes and disastrous storms have struck and caused a lot of damage, billions of dollars worth of damage. And also our areas like Maui that were struck by fire, hiring people of those communities to essentially rebuild, providing them a way to provide for their families while rebuilding the community up, and reestablishing the economic aspect of the community while they're in the process. I don't see why we shouldn't do that. And there are many charities that help with stuff like this. So donating to those charities helps as well. If you can't, support a charity or a situation with food or something else financially, it is able, it's acceptable to help as well. So there's a lot here, and it really stabilizes us a lot. And it also helps diminish our problem with poverty and hunger. It provides other economic resources for fuel, clean burning fuel, lowering gas prices, lowering the cost of living. It provides all of this. My National Recovery Act does. It also provides for the border security and technology that's going to be implemented at the border with your vote for me. That is what you're voting for. And I hope that everyone will consider all of this. I have a lot of information. I'm doing fireside chats to bring this information to the public, but I'm also posting things on my website and my social media to bring the information to the public. I am hoping that my content will reach more people, so please like and share. And the more people that know about all of this, the more likely it is that I'll get voted into office. And many states don't allow a write-in candidate, but the ones that do, the more people that write my name in, the more likely it will influence the election. And that's what we want. We want to influence the election. We want to influence that towards a way of peace, a path to success. I'm going to be doing a fireside chat on voting in 2 weeks. So keep an eye out for that. And we will definitely be addressing some more issues next week as well. Although next week is not going to be live. I'm only going to be doing a live once a month for right now. On days where my fireside chat is going to be released. On Sundays, I'm going to have a different live that I'm doing. So I hope you guys will stay tuned for that. Anyway, I believe that that is all I have for today. I thank you for joining me. And I hope everyone has a great evening. Thank you for your time. And may our path lead to peace and prosperity.